The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rockets will boot it away to start the game. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will get the first crack at it here. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football. And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race. And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Sweet feet on the move. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Toledo's offense will take the field for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Feeling some heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Rockets decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm...
And he makes the catch inside the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the...
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Yates. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. Bowles his way forward. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback checking off. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Roy. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a grab and go for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. Running back goes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Etienne. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Etienne. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Yates. Now improvising. At the 35, he's loose. Picks up the first down and gets down. And the Rockets want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Rockets will line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And the Rockets send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in the practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Tackled, but he has a first down.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Yates. This time on target. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The aerial assault continues. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. He's right on target.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Gets away from one. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They're trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Yates. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Toledo.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole. in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rockets! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Michigan, 38. Toledo, 14.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll try the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He'll start this drive firing. And they're not on the same page there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Looking to throw, it's Yates. This one's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Rockets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Oh, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Warrior. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Completion a little short of the sticks, it's second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. It's caught downfield. Really nice job to convert. Down, and they've got it at the 33.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
Buys a little extra time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Back to pass, it's Yates. Throws to the back. Got his man on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you've got to find him in the passing game.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll... Down marker. Plays like that, put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. Idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Coming after it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Royer. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You
gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still...
Pass on the way. It's kicked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's reverse. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. They'll go with a direct snap. Fights off a defender. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing and going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Dropping back, it's Yates. And here's a fumble way behind. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback. Everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Rockets offense is back on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and
the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
no doubt, they're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Oh, look out! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.